Mike? Is it Mike? Oh. Yeah, he's a good guy, yeah. Brought smiles to children everywhere. I enjoyed beating him up. He owes me $7. Good man.
One time I went to, I don't remember exactly where it was, but, and I don't really remember the date or the time or the place or anything really about it, but Mike was there. And I thought to myself, gee, what an ugly guy. He's one ugly guy. But then I thought to myself, you know, I really don't know him, so I just walked away.
Well, the first time I met Mike, it was like at McDonald's, and I said, can I have a cheeseburger and fries? And he said, okay. And I saw him in the back, like, rubbing the buns all over his nipples and stuff like that, and, like, being all crazy, and I told him I didn't want it. I said, that's gross, man, and he said, take it. And it was just really gross, and that's how we met.
Well, I feel privileged because I'm wearing the hat that Morrone wore, and the one thing was brushing his teeth. It's pretty cool. Huh? No, that other one, yeah. He's a pretty cool guy, but sometimes kind of quiet. He's a good dancer.
There's this one time I was heading from Craybaugh over to the fitness center, the Tech Fit, because I work out a lot. And I saw this little Hispanic boy. His name was Jose or something. And he was walking along, and he had these big, beautiful white teeth. And I just kept wondering, those are beautiful teeth for such a small, poor Mexican boy. And I went up to him and I asked him, and I was able to decipher some of his language. And I asked him where he got, you know, the nice teeth. And he said that Mike had taken the last of his money, and he had bought him some chiclets. and I was amazed that someone would do something like that. He didn't even know the guy. He didn't even know him. But I'm really going to miss him. I'm going to miss him a lot. It's not going to be the same around the TV studio without him.
How I met Mike? Well, how I met Mike. Okay, how I met Mike. Yeah. It was kind of weird. I was like in the restroom right here in Crable building. I was like, you know, doing my stuff. And all of a sudden, I just heard one guy saying to me like, hey, do you have any toilet paper? Because mine, it's like empty. So I was like, yeah, there you go. And like, you know, it was weird because we touched hands and stuff, but it was okay. And after that, like, we went out at the same time, washed hands. I'm like, hey, how you doing? How was it? And I was like, oh, it was pretty cool and stuff. And we kind of like each other and stuff. Like, and we were like, hey, I'm Mike, I'm Arturo, I'm from Mexico, nice to meet you, and whatever. And we became friends.
I remember a long time ago, I used to watch the show quite a bit, and I really never got into it or anything. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing Mike on there, and the guy was just like crazy, but yet, you know, it's funny. And so I said, you know what, I got to do something. So I got to build a website for these guys because, you know, they need some, you know, world fame. So I sit there and put something together, slap it together, you know, and I was like, I don't know if I should send this to these guys or what. So I sent it in, and next thing you know, I get to meet everybody, and it was one of the most surrealist moments I've ever met. Especially getting to meet Mike, because the dude's just like everything you see on TV, but more. And the funniest thing I ever seen him do was when he was in the studio, and Scooter's always trying to talk, and everybody's trying to interrupt him and mess him up and stuff. And so Mike gets up there, and he's sitting there talking. He goes, "Tatonka." That was so funny. Cause, oh man, I was rolling so hard. And but everything he does is very unique and original.
I met Mike about, I guess, 2.5 years ago, and he was just a really nice guy. You know, had the northern accent, but I didn't hold that against him. Great guy. We, you know, kind of did our TV thing together. Got to know him pretty well, and he, I kind of found out he was a little bit wild. You know, I guess I was the kind of conservative one. He was the kind of wild one. I mean, he's a wild guy. What can I say? But anyway, he. I guess when I realized he was crazy, I remember one day I walked in a room, and I barely knew Mike, and he greeted me with his pants down, and I just thought that was great. And I think I knew from that point on that we were going to be buddies for life.
For the very first time I met Mike, I was on the Spanish show, and I was doing Master Control, and he walks in, and he's cutting up jokes, making me feel comfortable, you know, and just out of the blue, he kissed me.
Well, it's the end of the semester, and I knew this time would have to come when Mike would leave us and spread his wings and go into the real world. What can I say about Mike? Mike has been like that cousin who irritates you over the summer when he comes and visits. I don't know what we're going to do without him. He's done so much here. He's humped door frames. He's thought I was come see, come saw when he first met me, and I'm not.
You know, he was the interviewer, and he said, "Hey, you over there, are you the one with the bomb?" And he threw a shoe at me, and then I came and I beat him up. And that was fun. It was bloody. Yeah, Mike likes violence, and I do too. I guess that's why I like him. We're both into the violent thing.
Well, to describe Mike in just a few words, he's humble. He doesn't really like to talk about himself that much. He's a giving person. I've always known him to help out people when they need help. He doesn't talk behind people's back. Did I say giving? He's giving. People just seem to really like him. All the time when I'm talking to other people what they think about him, I've never heard any ill words about him.
I enjoyed beating him up. He owes me $7. Good man.
Wait a minute. Mike owes me $10. He's not going to pay me back. Excuse me, I gotta go.
And you owe me $1.50. Wait, I'm sorry, $1.50.
To put Mike in a few words, it'd be too hard to do. But in one word, unbelievable. He's an amazing man. He can do amazing feats with his body, like especially the Chinese butterfly. That's Mike.
I'd say I'm really going to miss Mike. He's been a great friend, and it's great having him around here. I'm learning more and more how good of a friend he really is, and he has no idea what kind of impact that he has on our lives. I'm reminded of the story of It's a Wonderful Life, how the main character didn't realize what impact he had on the lives around him until he actually got to see what people's lives would be like without him. And I tell you, Mike, we're going to greatly miss you. You're a great friend, and we wish you the best. And you have some nice sweaters. Well, Mike, buddy, what can I say about you? You've been a good friend, and I'm not joking here, but you're really a talented guy, and I think you're gonna do really good whatever you do. And I guess you and I kind of started that one show indirectly when we did Valley Spotlight, because you and I do like to talk, a lot, kind of close, really close.
I would like to wish Mike a long life, and I hope he has many children with many wives and never gets caught. Ever.
Mike, it's time to get serious. Take the gum out, equal serious. I really want to thank you for these years that you put into the show, your years of dedication, those late nights of you staying up, helping me edit, and then cursing me the next morning. But honestly, I really do want to thank you. I don't know if I've ever told you before, but I'm very appreciative of our friendship, and I thank God every day that you're a part of my life. And I just wish you the best of luck in whatever you do. And before I start crying, I just want you to know, once again, I love you, man.